Right, we got a great one here today in the downsizing. This is a Weber Summit Gold A series, and boy oh boy, this is the top of the line with 6 burners, and let me show you why this thing is amazing. First of all, you have an unbelievably big amount of grill surface area, so if you're loading this thing up with all the shish kebabs or all the different forms of beef or all the chickens or all the pork, it's got you covered. I've done multiple chickens on this in addition to vegetables, and it was just perfect. Second of all, which most people don't understand about grills, is the reason you have all these extra burners is not just for the size, it's also for the indirect heat. So if I'm trying to cook and I want to cook indirect, I would use, say, these center two off, this guy off, that guy off, and now all of a sudden I'd cook ultra high heat on the far side, ultra high heat on the other far side, and I've got like a huge section in the middle that's completely indirect heat. You could also, if you needed to adjust it, run this one on low as well as this one on low. I've done that before too. But indirect heat just creates a whole different experience in the grilling environment and in the results of what you're cooking. So realize that extra space in a grill is always important, always important, always important. All right, let me show you that this thing lights up. This is already configured up as a natural gas grill, so I currently don't have a natural gas line here to show you the actual lighting procedure, but I can show you that these igniters are all brand new battery configured and ready to go. So I'm hoping you can see that. I can see it. Let's see if you can see it on this one. Yeah, it's showing up on that one. That one, it's showing up on that one. Maybe I just need it to be darker. Can you see it on that one? Well, I can see it on that one. So, at any rate, here's how easy this is. So, as you can see, the inside of this, it's got a little bit of surface dust, but it's not that big a deal. All of these burners are perfectly cleaned as far as their holes, able to produce all of the gas that you need. The first thing that goes in, I grabbed the other one, so it's this far right one, and that's because that one fits in that notch. And then the next one is this guy over top the center, and that covers over top the center. And then we lay these in. Oh, that almost went on me. One at a time. There we go. There we go. And finally, there we go. And that's it. So you've got your 6-burner setup configuration. You've got I usually cook bread. I toast bread or something, vegetables. If you want a little bit further off, you can cook on top of this as well too. And I've done other things with indirect heat up at the top. This thing just swivels out of place and, quite frankly, can easily come out if you need it to come out in the middle of your cooking process. Although anytime I've used this, again, for bread and things, I just grab tongs and just grab it that way. There's your temperature sensor. And when I close this thing up, you've got this nice, beautiful temperature sensor. There's the Summit Gold insignia. And what else? Oh, I should add that was the starter I was clicking. And I added this, you might understand that as a beverage device. I added a nice beverage device on the side there, which is important when you're grilling. And finally, the way that this works is it just gives you a lot of extra grill surface. You've got all this extra grill surface, and you can quickly slide that back into place. And the same on the other side as well too. Lots of extra grill surface for all the side accoutrements that you could ever possibly want or need, etc. And space for hanging all your devices right here on the side. This thing is a beautiful grill, and it does an amazing job. And if you really need to store a whole bunch of stuff underneath, then of course you've got all this underneath. And finally, there's the tray where everything collects down in that tray, and it goes down into the center here. And I usually stick an aluminum foil to catch everything in the bottom, so that's why this thing looks almost crystal clean, because everything goes into aluminum foil. It's just nicer and easier to use. And that's about it. And these doors just close, and they've got some device here and some magnets and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So that's it. Let me show you the back so you can see the final. Oh, there's the vent. This is where a lot of the heat comes out. And finally, here's what the back looks like, and you can see my reflection in it. That's how clean this thing is. So, you know, easy enough to wheel around. It's a bit heavy, if I may say so. This is, after all, a 6-burner grill, and it's rather gigantic, so I'll show you that picking it up with one hand right now, I mean, that's what I'm doing. And I can maneuver this somewhat easily enough because there's casters down here on the bottom, and there's, you know, the running wheels over there. I'm not going to be able to maneuver this with one hand. I'll have to get those running wheels to go back and forth for me. So at any rate, this is the Weber Summit Gold Series A. And what a beautiful grill. Super excited for the person that gets this. These things sold today are a $4,000 grill, and you can quickly and easily understand why. So congratulations to the first person that goes for it.